it to the stew. That'll make it a lot thicker." But when Milo slammed the icebox door shut and wheeled around with fire in his eyes, Trisha knew she was in trouble. "Don't you dare hit me again. I didn't move 3,000 miles all the way across the country to a place where all it does is rain all the damn time for you to use me as a punching bag every single time you get mad about something. I'm not putting up with you hitting me anymore, Milo."
"Oh yeah? Then leave. Get out of my face and my house. What good are you anyway? Can't even fix the damn meal the right way," he groused.
But when she reached for the keys on the counter to the only vehicle they owned, Milo's truck, he slapped her hand away.
"You ain't taking my pickup. You want to get out of here? Fine, you walk. You leave with what's on your back."
"That's not right."
"Yeah, well, neither is me coming home and finding a crappy meal on the stove."
With that, he shoved her through the back door.
"Now get your ass out of my sight before I decide to smack you."
"Where am I supposed to go, Milo?"
"Hey, you want to leave? What the hell do I care where you go?"
He pushed her onto the narrow porch and then slammed the door shut in her face. The minute she heard the lock turn on the other side, Trisha's shoulders slumped. What was she supposed to do now? She took 2 steps and started pounding on the door. "At least give me my purse. Come on, Milo. I need my wallet. It has my ID in it." When the door cracked open slightly, she had hope. But then Milo tossed her handbag over her head, and it landed on the wet patch of dirt and weedy grass behind her.
"There, satisfied now? By the way, I took the checkbook out of it, too. I don't want you writing hot paper all over town that I'll have to cover. Now get out of my sight. You knock on this door again and I'll bash your face in."
Knowing he would do it, Trisha backed down the steps and ran over to retrieve her pocketbook. She brushed off the tan faux leather grain, hoping all the grime came off. It was beginning to get dark and already chilly for October. The sun dipped in the west over the tips of the evergreens as she made her way through the complex, heading to the nearest payphone, a good half-mile away. She didn't even have her jacket. "Asshole Milo," she thought, as she tromped off in the direction of the PX. What she had ever seen in the piece of shit, she could only wonder now. It was time to call her stepmom, Brandy Sue Granger, collect back in Charlotte. Trisha hoped the woman accepted the charges. After all, it was her stepmother who had tried to warn her about marrying Milo. She wished now she'd listened to Brandy. Not only that, Trisha hoped she could talk Brandy Sue into sending her bus fare to get back home. If that didn't happen, she'd have to hitchhike her way clear across the country. But first she'd have to wait for Milo to go to work in the morning to go back to the apartment to get her clothes. As Trisha contemplated where she planned to sleep that night, a Jeep pulled alongside her with the windows rolled down. That seemed odd to Trisha because she'd been here 2 months and not a single soul had gone out of their way to be friendly to her. When the man behind the wheel brought the car to the side of the road and came to a stop, Trisha stopped walking.
"You need a ride, honey? It's awful cold out here and you don't even have a coat on."
He seemed nice enough, and wow, was he ever cute, all that dark hair and all. Maybe her luck in the man department had turned. As she opened the passenger door and hopped into the front seat, Trisha had no way of knowing it was the last ride she would ever take. Chapter 1. Present Day, Seattle, Washington. For a woman who'd never traveled farther south than the state of California, jetting to St. Kitts for her honeymoon in the middle of winter had been nothing short of heaven. Skye didn't jet set. She didn't consider herself a fan of the glitzy or the privileged. She wasn't particularly materialistic or fashionable. But when it came to touching down on the lush island surrounded by sparkling blue water, she'd been captivated by all the trappings that went with a luxurious resort hotel. She'd even taken advantage of the spa, where some guy named Javier had given her a massage that made her feel like she could float on air. After all, even the most dogged hunter needed to get away. Needed to take a break from chasing down scum once in a while. Maybe that's why she'd reveled in the trip. And not for the obvious reasons a new